Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV. We're back again with another video. Road to 15K. You guys already know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching right now. And let's get this show started. Today, we're going to be talking about the Drake curse. We're going to be talking about Arsenal. Can we actually challenge for this league title? I think it's going to be very difficult. And we had somebody even say that some journalists said that we would be 2 injuries away from falling out of the top four again. I don't know what these guys are talking about. Arsenal currently are top of the league, 4 points clear. We just beat Leeds 1-0. And you know what? There's a lot to discuss. Have your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. And also, Bukayo Saka was at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Obviously, he was nominated for an award. So we're gonna discuss that plus more. And of course, big up to King Benzema for doing his thing, winning the Ballon d'Or in 2022. He deserves it. But yeah, let's get the show started. Bang. Yes. So today's show is going to be more of a show where any questions you guys have, any concerns you guys have in the chat, let me know, and I'll make sure I can get to it. I don't tend to get to enough of your comments when I'm doing big panel shows, so I'm going to do more of these shows where I'm speaking to you guys directly on a real basis. And there's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to bring up some of the talking points. You guys can let me know what you guys think about those talking points. And shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button while you're here. I think I can see that we currently already have 5 likes on the video, and we got a bunch of you guys in here, so keep smashing that like button. It's absolutely free. Big up Kenny, big up M. So yeah, I can see here you already got some people talking about Bukayo Saka. So let's start there. Where did Bukayo Saka finish in the rankings for the Ballon d'Or Kopa award? Where do you guys think Bukayo Saka finished? Now, for anyone who is not watching this is the award for young players in the Ballon d'Or. They have an award for young players, and this year Bukayo Saka finished 8th. Yes, he finished 8th in this award. Gavi ended up winning, but in my opinion, it just doesn't make sense how he finished 8th. Realistically, I feel like the young player award sometimes doesn't make sense in my opinion. It sometimes doesn't make sense in my opinion. It seems like they just give it to the more popular players. I get it that he's really good and he's done well for Barcelona, but what did Barcelona actually achieve last year? Did they achieve anything for him to get that? I know Arsenal didn't achieve anything, but I'm looking at some of the other players like Camavinga, who finished second. I'm looking at Musiala, who finished third, and I'm just saying to myself, like, what is their logic behind giving this kid, giving it to him? Yo, big up my guy, Fantasy Pavilion in the house. Big up Fantasy Pavilion. Big up Ken in the house. Yeah, so Bukayo Saka finished 8th. Let's put this up on the screen right here. Let's just get this up on the screen right here, because some of this stuff don't make sense. Some of this stuff don't make sense, people. Like, what is going on here? Like, how does this happen where the guy who finishes first Barcelona didn't win anything last year. The guy who finishes second, 19 years old, he won the Champions League and the league and was finished second. Musiala won the league, right? Jude Bellingham, he's obviously a fantastic talent, which I would put ahead of Gabby. And then Nuno Mendes over there at PSG, of course. And then Bukayo Saka. Personally, I would not have Bukayo Saka behind Gravenberch and the center back for RB Leipzig, and I definitely wouldn't have him behind Nunes. I would have had Bukayo Saka in the top 5 easy. I felt like Bukayo Saka got robbed from a top 5 situation. Saka needs to sign his contract. I'm getting worried. You know what, my friend? You don't have to worry. Bukayo Saka is going to sign that contract very, very soon. Nothing to worry about there. Barcelona had Pedri last year. They always do it. I'm starting to think these guys only really watch La Liga. Like, I get it that they're voting for other teams, but how do they have Gabi so high over Camavinga and some of these other guys? Like, I don't get it. Egal, we need Busquets versus Allen. Part two on vibes on the six. It was fire yesterday. Yeah, Busquets and Allen really went in. Really went in. If you guys missed vibes from the six yesterday, it was a much watched video. I'm telling you, it was a much watched video. There was a lot going on yesterday. It was very fun to watch Allen and Busquets and these guys going at it. It was very funny. I found it hilarious, to be honest. I found it hilarious. But yeah, let's I'm also going to be live on TikTok. It's so biased. Yeah, it's 100% so biased. Did you see there's just so many top 10 lists and stuff. Did you see the top 10 list for the actual Ballon d'Or? Like, first of all, respect to them, respect to the you. Camavinga had some very important cameos in the UCL La Liga run. I don't know what Gavi did. Exactly. What did Gabby do to actually be put in this conversation? Yes, my guy Vizzy. I'm actually on YouTube right now, so come check us out on YouTube. Um, who's Busquets? Busquets is a Man United fan on my channel. He was on yesterday for Vibes from the Six when I have all the panel and the full panel. But yo, guys, we got 15 people in the chat. If you haven't already smashed that like button, do smash that like button right now. So yeah, if you don't know, where did Bukayo Saka finish in the Ballon d'Or? Gavi didn't deserve it. Did Gavi deserve it? That is the question. Did Gavi deserve his award? Let's be real. What did Gavi do? What did Gavi do? Is it about goals and assists? No, it's not always about goals and assists. Let's be real. If you're a midfielder, you're not judged on goals and assists. Midfielders are judged on their impact over the game through the 90 minutes and how they perform. They're not judged solely on what they score or what they produce in the final third. That is one thing we need to get straight. But what did Barcelona accomplish last season? Did Barcelona win any major awards? Did Barcelona had one of their worst seasons in a long time based on their Champions League campaign. They finished in the Europa League. Like, what? Steven Gerrard got sacked? Did he? Someone's pranking me. Someone's pranking me. Someone's pranking me. No, Steven Gerrard hasn't been sacked yet. What are you talking about? Steven Gerrard has not been sacked yet. But yeah, you threw me off there. You threw me off with the Steven Gerrard thing. But guys, how the hell did Bukayo Saka finish behind this Gavi you? Let's keep it real. Have you guys watched Gavi? Let me know. Is he better than Jude Bellingham? Is he better than Jude Bellingham? Is he better than Jude Bellingham? Let's be real. Guys, is Gavi better than Jude Bellingham? Let me know in the chat what you think. Is Gavi better than Jude Bellingham? Because I don't think Gavi is better than Jude Bellingham. I don't think Gavi is better than friggin' Musiala. I don't think Gavi is better than Camavinga. I don't think Gavi is better than a lot of these guys. Like, what did he really do last season? He played 34 games in the league. He played 4 games in the Champions League, right? He was a crucial player for them. I get that. He was a very crucial player, and he's 18 years old. So are we giving it to him because he was so young? I get he performed very well, but like, okay, are they punishing Camavinga for punishing Camavinga for being a bench player? Are they punishing Camavinga for being a bench player? Is that what it is? That what it is? Because if I'm not mistaken, Camavinga last year played 26 games. Gavi played a lot more games than him. He played 34 in the league, but in the Champions League, he played a lot less games than him because obviously Real Madrid went a lot further, and this guy was a big part of that Champions League win, right? I just don't think Gavi deserves it. I just don't think Gavi deserves it. I feel like these guys are extremely biased. And what did Nuno Mendes do to be put ahead of Saka? I don't get it. What did Nuno Mendes do to be put ahead of Saka? Gravenberch is put ahead of Saka. Like, I get it. He did well for Ajax. I get it. Okay, he did well for Ajax. Sure, that's they're gonna based on his performances at Ajax, he's gonna be put in over Bukayo Saka. They put a center back from RB Leipzig in. Now I get it. He is one of the better center backs in that league apparently. He's very highly touted, and Chelsea are looking to getting him for 77 mil. But really, I don't know, guys and girls. I don't know. Camavinga is dog shit. Camavinga is dog shit. He only played 15 minutes after loss of concentration and loss of possession. Interesting. So we got someone here saying Camavinga is not that good. Okay, so who would have won it for you guys? Because if it's not Camavinga, would you have Musiala or Jude Bellingham win it? Because I feel like Jude Bellingham's also better than him. Egal, we need to understand that Saka did not win an award because he plays for Arsenal and he doesn't have the PR Gavi had. Gavi won it because he plays for Barca. That might be true. Tell people to get off Gabi because he's leaving. Leave him alone. Leave Gavi alone? People are saying leave Gavi alone. People, they're getting upset. Saka took England to the finals and didn't get it. Bro, they're not gonna. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. Musiala is the best among them, statistically probably, because he's actually a striker, if I'm not mistaken. Jamal Musiala, he's a forward player. How many goals did he get? Did he have a really good season last year? 5-5 in 30 games. He's already surpassed that in 9 games, pretty much almost. He's on 5 goals and 4 assists so far this season. You know what? Musiala could definitely easily win it next year. He could win it next year. I could see him winning it next year. Like that's how easy it would be for him. It would be quite easy for him next year if the situation arose. He could then win it next year. I wouldn't be surprised if he did win it next year off the back of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what? I think he is right. The Barcelona PR is so good that it got them the award. I thought Camavinga or Musiala will win. You know what? Why is Jude Bellingham not getting any shouts? Why is Jude Bellingham not getting any shouts, ladies and gentlemen? Ballon d'Or is rigged. People are saying, yo, the Ballon d'Or is rigged. We know this. We know the Ballon d'Or is rigged, people. We know it's rigged. Anyways, enough about that. We know what happened with Benzema and these guys. Benzema won the award. Shout out to Benzema for winning the award. There was no debate about Benzema winning it. Am I wrong? Was there any debate about Benzema winning it? I don't think there was. Bukayo Saka showed up quite stylishly at the event. Also, he was ready to go, looking like $1 million. He's ready to go for that event. But yeah, let me know. Where is the Football Terrace headquarters? It is in London, my friend. That is where it is. Jude Bellingham isn't good to be a golden boy. What? He isn't that good to be a golden boy. So you're saying Jude Bellingham is not that good? Interesting. I thought everyone rated Jude Bellingham. I didn't realize some of you guys didn't rate him that highly. I really didn't realize that. I thought people rated him quite highly. I thought Jude Bellingham was like, yo, he's rated highly. But I guess not. I guess not from some people. I guess he's not rated that highly from some people, but I personally rate Jude Bellingham quite high. I think at times he does get overrated because people say he's this great guy he's generational, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. In order to be generational, you have to somewhat show it. Yeah, you know what? People keep saying, people keep getting onto me for my Liverpool prediction. People keep getting onto me for my Liverpool prediction, man. I'm on TikTok right now also. Some guy said, yo, Egal, how's that prediction looking now? That lost 4 or 5-0. You know what? People get predictions wrong. But yeah, let's look back at what happened this weekend in the Premier League. Like, there was a lot that happened this weekend in the Premier League. Let's just take a look at it quickly before we move back on to the Arsenal news, right? Because there was a bunch of games that happened this past weekend, and let me just see. So yeah, that Brentford game, I watched that Brentford game. Ivan Toney, I love Ivan Toney, ladies and gentlemen. Ivan Toney's a baller. Love that guy. Then you got the Leicester game. Crystal Palace defense is looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Kept Leicester at bay. When you got Wolves versus Nottingham Forest, that was funny. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest, that was funny. I personally think Nottingham Forest had a situation where they could have just kept their mouth shut before the game. They wouldn't have gotten as much stick after the game. Big up Sean in the house. Sean in the house. Sean, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well, my guy. Sean, big up Sean. Predictions are just fun, not to be taken serious. Tommy in the house saying we need to buy Bellingham, Mbappe, Usman, Aaron, and bring back Ganduzi. And gutted Saka did not win the award. What are you talking about, Tom? Let's break this down. Let's break this message down. So he said we need to sign Bellingham. That's 100 million plus, right? He said we need to sign Mbappe. That's never gonna happen. He said Ozyman. Why would we need Ozyman now that we have? Why would we need Ozyman now that we have? Um, uh, why that we have Jesus? It makes no sense. And when you're saying Aarons, are you talking about Max Aarons from Nottingham Forest? What? Come on. Come on. Should have done. Oh, yeah. Yo, did you guys see the tweet that was sent to Ivan Toney? Ivan Toney, the tweet that was sent to him. That was a madness. So basically, some idiot tweeted Ivan Toney about made a racist remark to him. Next thing you know, obviously Ivan Toney tweeted it out. Once Ivan Toney tweeted it out, it went super viral, and now this guy could be potentially like facing criminal offenses, right? I'm not going to show what he actually said. Sorry, sorry about that. But this was actually ridiculous. Like this stuff won't stop. People are emboldened to just say whatever the hell they want to people and like get away with it. It's actually disgusting. That was going back to the thing about talking about that game. But yeah, after the game, he had such a good game that people first thing they think about is instead trying to insult him on social media. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. We live in a world where people just say whatever the hell they want. There should be ramifications, and I definitely do believe that he should be that guy, whoever that guy is. There should be some sort of punishment towards him. And you know what? Everyone's seen his face. Everyone's seen his picture. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost his job. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost more than just a couple followers on social media. He probably gained some followers because there's some sick people who respect people who do stuff like that, and it just makes no sense to me why they do stuff like that. In my opinion, like you have all the time in the world to sit there and think about what you're going to do in life, and you take you take your time to say something ridiculous or racist or just outright wrong to somebody on social media. Like, what is the reasoning behind that? It just makes no sense. But yeah, going back to Arsenal quickly, just before we move on from some of the Premier League predictions, let's just go back into some of these games, look at them quickly, because I don't really get to talk to you guys much on Vibes from the Six. We're more or less just talking about life in general. Yeah, yo, Dominic Solanke got involved with the goal. Mitrovic is back, and he popped up with some sort of output also in this game. What was it? Yeah, Mitrovic got a penalty. Issa Diop, yeah, Issa Diop went from West Ham to there, and Jeffrey Lama went from Southampton to Bournemouth. But then this is the big one: Tottenham versus Everton. I'm not gonna lie, I watched that Tottenham Everton game, and I'm just saying to myself, Tottenham just somehow just this game they absolutely changed up. Most of their games, Tottenham, they are saying it's Tottenham do whatever the hell they want. But this game, Tottenham were on point. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even hate on them. Southampton, West Ham. West Ham fell off, man. West Ham used to be this dangerous team. They kind of fell off. Man United and Newcastle. Man United had Newcastle on the ropes the whole day, but then somehow Man United couldn't finish them off. Now the Arsenal Leeds game, guys, did we get lucky, or were we just able, or are we just a better team? Did we get lucky, or are we just a better team? Let's not talk about Ivan Toney. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Shout out Sean in the chat. Shout out Tommy. My guy, please tell us about any transfer news. You guys want to talk about transfer news? Let's talk about some transfer news. Let's see if there's any Arsenal transfer news. Let's see. Let's see if there's any Arsenal transfer news. Because last time I checked, there were some little murmurs about a couple players here and there. Arsenal, Fabrizio Romano was speaking about Arsenal hope to strengthen their squad in January and bring in two significant positions. The Gunners are still investing in the midfield and the winger position. Fabrizio Romano is going to step up, believes that they're going to keep stepping up game by game with aims to improve the whole project with new contracts, new players in the future, and more. Romano added that the North Londoners will only move uh, that if they consider the player is the right kind of player for the club, and reported that they believe Yuri Tillemans remains a midfielder that is in strong consideration. This was this was this was what I see here. This was reported around 57 minutes ago. If I can just show you guys this right here. So yeah, Arsenal target two signings. Yeah, you can see that Arsenal's target two signings, and he said this right here. It's a new midfielder and a winger. That is what Fabrizio Romano was speaking about earlier today when asked about Arsenal's potential moves this transfer window. So let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens from here. Will we get a signing through the door? Will we get two signings through the door? Will we get anything through the door? It all comes down to where we go from here and how we see things work out. In my opinion, it's going to be difficult to get a January transfer signing. But if we're going to do it, we got to do our due diligence. We got to get it all sorted out and ready to go before January. I don't want it to be something where we're scrambling. We can't be scrambling. You know what I mean? Arsenal needs to be prepared. If we're going to sign somebody in January, we should kind of understand that who that person is and how much they're going to cost and what it's going to take for us to get him through the door. Him, her. Sorry, why did I say her? Uh, Arsenal's women team, of course. Him, of course. However long it takes him to get in the team, and how long it will take him to adjust, and depending on which league he's coming from, we have to do the analysis of how quickly he would be able to embed into the Arsenal team. There's so many things around it. Personally, since Douglas Luiz has signed his new contract, I find it extremely difficult to think that Arsenal are going to just easily just sign a new player. Uh, that we haven't really looked at previously. So that's why I'm looking at Danilo as a potential target. And I think Danilo might be that guy that Arsenal will go after. Let's be real. If Arsenal do make a signing, it might be Danilo. That's what I think we would be looking at, in my opinion. Now we've already spoken about the Ballon d'Or results. You know the funny thing is, when we talk about transfers, there's the same names keep coming up every time. Every time. We keep hearing about Zanola from Roma, or we keep hearing about random guys like what's his face, Gakpo, and there's been another Gakpo link that came out from Dimasio. He says, "I know very very well that he's a very good player, but of course the Eredivisie, PSV, Ajax, you learn in intensive ways. So the Premier League is the right step for him." So Dimasio basically hinting that the Premier League might be a good step for Gakpo, but that doesn't imply that that means we're going to sign Gakpo. We're linked to Gakpo, but that doesn't mean we're going to sign him, ladies and gentlemen. Just because we're linked to Gakpo every time doesn't mean we're going to sign him. Just because we're linked to him consistently doesn't mean we're going to sign Gakpo. Like, really and truly, we're going to be linked to players left, right, center every single year. But are we going to actually sign those players? Probably not. Probably not. And Gakpo right now is on fire. If you guys don't know, Gakpo right now, he is performing out of his skin. He's probably having one of his best seasons so far. Gakpo, let me show you guys. So Cody Gakpo this season, he's played 9 games in the Eredivisie, 10 games in the Eredivisie, has 9 goals and 7 assists in 10 games. In all competitions, he has a total of 8 assists and 12 goals. This is a left winger who has that much output so far this season. I'm not going to lie. Gakpo is performing so well, it makes me turn my head a little bit and be like, yo, I might be interested in him. Gakpo is really good. But will we sign him? Probably not. I'm not going to lie to you guys. What up, Dan? What up, Dan? Tottenham fan in the house. Gakpo is busy on Thursdays. Won't be able to sign for Arsenal. LOL. You're funny. The transfer window sell players. The best player signed. Crap. Uh, I get on my nerves. You know what? Transfer window is the same every year, guys. Transfer window is the same every year. It's the same. It's the same. We hear the same regurgitated stuff every year from transfer window specialists and everything else. But yeah, let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. Let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes because I'm seeing people question if Gabriel Magalhaes is a good player or not. What is your opinions on Gabriel Magalhaes? What is your opinions on Gabriel? Let me know your opinions on Gabriel right now, people. Let me know your opinions on Gabriel right now. What would you guys do with Gabriel? Because I'm seeing people say, let's sell him. I'm seeing people say, let's drop him to the bench. I'm seeing people say he doesn't deserve to be in the team. I'm seeing people say he's not as good as us. What's good, DJ N1 in the house? You thanking us for beating City? You lot are now 4 points clear at the top of the table. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know it. Yeah, yeah, you know it. 4 points clear at the top of the table, but it doesn't mean shit because I don't know if we're gonna win the league, bro. I don't think we're gonna win the league. I generally do think City is just still too good. I just still think they're just too good nowadays, man. I really do believe they're just too good. Gabriel is the man. Yeah, people talk to me about Gabriel. Gabriel is the man. I would sell Gabriel for 70 million. What? I don't think anyone's offering us 70 million for Gabriel, bro. I'll keep it a buck. Do you think anyone's offering us 70 million for Gabriel? Like, I don't believe people are sending us 70 million for Gabriel. He's shit because he costs us goals, penalty every game. You know what? I think that's harsh, man. I think that's harsh. I think that's harsh. He's the best center back, says T. Shout out T. He makes too many mistakes, not making that cost us goals in that game. You know what? We can talk about him making mistakes that cost us goals, but I still feel like it's just because he lacks somebody who can challenge him. People saying Gabriel is overrated. I will sell him and get rid of this clown. He doesn't deserve the shirt. That is extremely harsh. Extremely harsh. That is extremely harsh, my friend. Wow. Why are we making him a scapegoat? He has a moment. He needs to clean up, but Gabby and Saliba are Beauty and the Beast. You know what? The funny thing is, in that game, in that game, two of them gave away penalties, but one the penalty was reversed, right? Saliba gave away a penalty. Everyone said, "Oh, Saliba, it's okay. We love you, Saliba." Gabriel gives away a penalty. It's like he's overrated. Like, come on, boys and girls. Like, why do we do this? Why do we do this? It's like we always do this thing where it's like Saliba. Yeah, I do it myself. I'm not gonna lie. I do it myself. Saliba is beloved. Saliba is very beloved, and it's like you can't say a word wrong about him because he's really been on point since he's gotten here. He really has. Like he's been very very good. But the question is Gabriel being a little bit put as a scapegoat? Is he being put a little bit too much? Are we dissing him way too much? You know what I mean? I feel like yeah, he's just so passionate. Yeah, he's very passionate. Um, Good defender, but he needs to focus. You know what? Yes, he does need to focus. He does need to focus. Gabriel needs to focus. He needs to focus on getting his head straight. Yo, guys, Steven Gerrard just got sacked. Breaking news. Breaking news for that ass. What the hell? Steven Gerrard just got sacked. What the hell? Exclusive. Let me show you guys. Breaking news. Steven Gerrard just got sacked. Wow. Wow. I'm not surprised. Aston Villa have been shocking. Aston Villa have been so bad. Why am I surprised? Steven Gerrard deserves to be sacked. bro. The guy is terrible. His team has been horrendous. Why are we surprised? So Aston Villa have sacked Steven Gerrard coming after the 2-0 defeat to Chelsea on Sunday. Maurizio Pochettino and Unai Emery are potential candidates to replace him. Interesting. 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 So what do we think? What do we think, boys and girls? Did he deserve to be sacked? Did he deserve to be sacked? I'm not. This is. I think he did deserve to be sacked. If you look at his performances, Aston Villa's performances have been terrible. They've been so bad in the league. Like, let me just pull it up for you guys because it might give you a little bit more perspective of how poor they've actually been in the league. So Aston Villa's fixtures. This is what they've done in the last. Wow, this is terrible. Okay, so they beat Southampton, and they got 2 draws and a loss to Chelsea. But before that, their last win in the league was versus Everton. Wow, back in August 13th. So their last league win was on the 16th of September, and the one before that was the the 13th of August. Like, these guys have been terrible. Wait, what? Yeah, bro, he's been sacked. Yeah, he just got sacked. Like, are you guys missing? Did you guys miss the memo? Look, he literally got sacked right now. Steven Gerrard just got sacked. Look, Steven Gerrard just got sacked. Steven Gerrard got sacked. Live. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Personally, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm just saying I can't believe it for this for the sake of saying it. But realistically, why am I surprised, bro? The writing has been on the wall. The writing has been on the wall for Steven Gerrard. He was bound to get sacked. He was bound to get sacked. He was playing. The team was not doing well, and he was saying stuff like he was saying stuff that was just terrible. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, when you're saying, oh, Chelsea, they're such a good team. If they come to our ground, they should just beat us with the quality they have. Why are you conceding defeat already? Like, it just makes no sense. It's actually the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What manager just comes in and says, yeah, we're going to lose? What? How are you going to motivate your team when you're saying to them, we're going to lose? You know what? Sometimes great players don't make great managers. And that's just a lesson in life. We've seen it before. We've seen this again. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it every single time. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So yeah, people saying, wait, what? Yeah, Steven Gerrard got sacked. Gerrard's a bum. Steven Gerrard got sacked. I feel sorry. I feel for Steven Gerrard. You know what? I feel for anyone who lose a job. Lampard outlasted him. Yes, Lampard did outlast him. Villa take a chance at Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel's not going to go to that Villa job. Thomas Tuchel has already turned down many different jobs, and he's going to most likely. Thomas Tuchel will most likely try to go for the England job when Gareth Southgate leaves, or he will go for another job down the road. But yeah, he's just been sacked. Steven Gerrard has just been sacked, ladies and gentlemen. That is an official statement. EGTV exclusive. I'm joking. And Maurizio Pochettino might be the one that replaces him. That's the crazy thing. Aston Villa get Pochettino. That's a downgrade in his career, bro. Big downgrade. He went from Spurs to PSG. Anything less than a top club is now a downgrade. Would Pochettino go back to journeyman type level? He's back to Everton. What? He is back to Everton. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Gerrard sacked? Damn. Yeah, Gerrard got sacked, people. Gerrard has been sacked. Thomas Tuchel to sign for Villa. No, Thomas Tuchel won't sign for Villa. How is Brendan Rodgers still in the job? Bro, beats me. You know better than me how Rodgers is still in the job. How is Brendan Rodgers still in the job? God knows. God knows. Brendan Rodgers somehow still in the job, but other people getting sacked left, right, center is actually crazy. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. But you know what? The video that I seen that I think got him sacked was when fans completely turned on him. Pochettino is a wanker. What? Really? You think Pochettino you don't like Pochettino? I think Pochettino's overrated by Tottenham fans because he didn't achieve anything at Tottenham. But yeah, um, Gerrard was sacked. Yes, I know, bro. I know that. Leicester don't have enough money to pay his contract off. Wow, Leicester don't have enough to pay his contract off. That sucks. That sucks. If they can't pay his contract off, that really sucks. But yo, guys, let's just switch gears for a second. Um, let's just switch gears for a second. Let's just talk about some of these other stuff. Can Arsenal challenge? Can Arsenal challenge for the Premier League? Let me ask you guys that. Can Arsenal challenge for the Premier League? Let me know. Can Arsenal challenge for the Premier League? Is it possible? Can Arsenal challenge for the Premier League this season? Let me know, people. Let me know. Let me know. I need to know because I feel like my response to this question, if Arsenal can challenge, it is that I feel like it's a little sinister. I feel like there's a little bit of like people want us to say we will challenge just so they can like make jokes when we necessarily don't. But I know, yeah, you're killing me with that. Really, what am I killing you with? Killing you with kindness. Anyways, depends on Eddie Nketiah because he needs to show up at some point. Bro, Eddie Nketiah is fine, bro. He's better than that bum Lukaku that Chelsea signed last year. Let's be honest. Eddie Nketiah is going to do the business. Eddie Nketiah, stop disrespecting Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah disrespect is not warranted at this moment in time. Eddie Nketiah is actually decent. He showed last year that he can step up when need be and be called upon, and he's serviceable. Eddie Nketiah is serviceable. And as a backup, last year, he showed that. He showed that he's respectable last year. He showed that he could produce. But let me show you guys this Jamie O'Hara wasteman. This wasteman, Jamie O'Hara, he took the title challenge question and he flipped it into something that's 10 times worse. Look at what he had the audacity to say. Arsenal are 2 injuries away from disaster, as Mikel Arteta warned over title challenge. As Mikel Arteta is warned over title challenge. First of all, Jamie O'Hara, you worry about Antonio Conte and the fact that you think Tottenham's back. Back from what? Now, he's not wrong slightly with the injury thing. If we do get injuries, we will have problems. But so will everyone. Everyone that has injuries will have problems. You do realize your beloved Tottenham get 2 injuries, you're screwed also. Anyone, you can say that about anybody. This is not, I'm not saying he's wrong. Dan, before you jump to conclusions, I'm not saying he's wrong. Yes, anyone can get 2 major injuries to their team and they dramatically fall off. We've seen it with Liverpool, right? But in the same time, sorry, bro, I'm not going to be sending the link. Just post your comments in the chat and don't forget to hit that like button, people. Post your comments in the chat. That's the best way to support the channel, of course. And this is just going to be a closed show, just myself today. I'm going to be doing these more often because I feel like I need to speak to you guys. I feel like majority of the time I'm speaking to the people on the panel and I'm not speaking to you guys. You guys are the ones that I need to speak to. We have someone here saying we need more than a winger and a midfielder and we're okay. We need one more midfielder and a winger and we're okay. Do you guys think with one more midfielder and a winger we can challenge? Because I still think even with that, it's going to be a difficult situation. But yeah, hit that like button, people. Drop that. Have you dropped a like on the video yet? If you haven't, please do right now. It's free. It's absolutely free. If you haven't dropped a like on the video right now, what are you waiting for? Drop kick that like button right now, people. Drop kick that like button right now, people. And you know what the best thing about this whole situation is? The best thing about this whole situation is you're looking over your shoulder and you're saying to yourself, yeah, anyone, you can say that about anybody. Say that about anybody. But let me just remind you guys the league table right now. Liverpool's win against Manchester City really did help us out, because even though we're not playing midweek, if Tottenham win, they're still a point behind us. If Man City win their next game, they're still a point behind us. Arsenal are currently 4 points clear at the top of the table. This is what I say to everybody here. Do not let Rory Jennings, do not let rival fans, do not let media, do not let pundits dictate what we set our standards as. We set our standards, and we set them high when we were poor. And we still want to win major leagues and Champions Leagues, 100%. But at this moment in time, we have to be realistic. If you believe that this team is good enough to win the league, then you can say it. But at this moment in time, the way we're currently constructed, we still are a little bit away from being a complete team. We are missing some squad depth in the defensive end. We need one more defender, either be a left center back or a proper right back. We need a DM, or at least a midfielder who can play DM and CM to come in, and one more winger that can play across the front three, either the right wing or the left wing, to really get this team going. That's what I'm saying, because that is how I feel like it. I like your honesty, bro. I'm honest. I'm not gonna just say we're gonna win the league. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, somebody here in the comment section said PSG wants Saliba. I haven't seen this, by the way. Where does it say PSG wants Saliba? PSG Saliba. Saliba! Okay. This was yesterday. Woo! PSG contacted Saliba. This is no joke. This is no joke, people. PSG are interested in Saliba. We might have a... Houston, do we have a problem? Nah, come on. Saliba signing the contract. Saliba signing the contract. Saliba signing the contract, my friend. Steve, you don't have to worry. Saliba is going to sign the contract. We can sit back, relax. Saliba to PSG, they say. PSG. Saliba to PSG. Saliba to Real Madrid. Saliba to Barcelona. We have a gem on our hands. We have a future top center back in the world. This guy will be the best center back in the world in coming years. Willam Saliba is a superstar, and everybody knows it. 150 million I will sell. I'm not selling Willam Saliba. Are you crazy? This guy is going to win us leagues, bro. This guy's going to win us leagues. This guy's going to be able to win us major trophies. Like, Willam Saliba is not going nowhere, people. But let me show you guys the articles. The articles are saying Saliba is the Sun reporting that Saliba is lined up for a transfer. The Ace. Okay. So another one here saying Edu receives 25 million key assist as PSG provide Arsenal with another Willam Saliba. What? This doesn't make sense. PSG reported to be interested in a top player performing at Arsenal. Obviously, that's Saliba. And Arsenal handed Saliba contract blow as PSG make contact over huge wage salary. There's still 2 years left on his deal, right? We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry. There's nothing to worry about, people. I really do believe Barcelona last summer was coming for him. That's true. Barcelona were coming after Saliba last summer. We didn't have to worry. PSG is a downgrade for Arsenal. Is PSG a downgrade? Let me know in the chat, people. Is PSG a downgrade from Arsenal? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Is PSG a downgrade from Arsenal? I really want to know. Do you guys think PSG is a downgrade? Because I don't, you know. I think PSG is actually an upgrade, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real for a second, bro. Like, I love Arsenal. We all do. But is PSG a downgrade? It's not, man. PSG is not a downgrade, bro. PSG is an upgrade, bro. We know this. We know this, bro. Come on. You can't just say PSG is an upgrade. But you know what? I think Jimmy O'Hara really does fear Arsenal. I think Gary Neville and these men, they really do fear Arsenal. That's why they say what they say. Romero's clear. Romero's a bozo, bro. Romero's a bozo. He's a good center back. Probably put him in the top 10. But Saliba's better than him. That's the reality. Egal doesn't work for the transfer window. You know what? I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. I don't work for Arsenal. I wish I did, but we'll see. How on earth is PSG a downgrade? Yeah, no, I don't know, man. PSG is a downgrade because they're in a shitty league every year. They win the shitty league every year. Okay, you can say it that way. PSG are in a worse league, hence why it's a downgrade. But PSG are one of the top teams in the league. What if they offered Saliba? What if they offered Saliba Mbappe swap deal? Would you take it? I don't know, man. I don't want Mbappe. I think Mbappe is too big of a character for Mikel Arteta, and Mikel Arteta won't be interested in having an Mbappe at Arsenal. I really don't think he'd be interested in having an Mbappe at Arsenal. That's just my opinion. I don't think Mbappe to Arsenal makes sense. Yeah. Let's just go back to the Leeds Arsenal game quickly, people, because I wanted to just talk about some talking points from this game. Now, the Leeds Arsenal game, there was a lot of moments that we could have spoken about from this game. There's a lot of moments that we could have spoken about from this game. There's a lot of refereeing decisions. There's a lot of things that took place in this game that just makes you say, you know what, where do we go from here? But I just wanted to speak about this. This was the key moment of the game that really made me question what was going on. Now, did we get lucky, or did you feel like that was the right decision to reverse the Gabriel decision in this game? Let me know. Did we get lucky, or was that the right decision to reverse the Gabriel decision in this game? Because, of course, Bamford did foul Gabriel. Bamford went into the back of Gabriel. It was the right decision, says A. People in the chat, let me know what you guys are saying. It was the right decision, some people say. Can Arsenal win the league? I don't think we can yet, bro. I think we're still a little bit away from winning the league. He got fouled first, right? Yeah, he did get fouled. He definitely got fouled. You know what? It's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. I say the red card shouldn't have stood. The yellow card makes sense. But when it comes to the penalty, because he got fouled, it shouldn't have been a penalty. Now, one thing they aren't showing you guys is the Saliba handball. In the first phase of play, the Saliba handball, there was an offside on there. There was an offside in the first phase. It should not have stood. It should not have stood. Should not have stood. But it stood, and they did what they did. Makes no sense, but there you go. Hell no, Egal. The linesman's a bozo. Fouled, we gave him. You know what? The linesman is a bozo. I agree. The linesman had a shocking game. Let's keep it real. That linesman was terrible. How many mistakes did he make throughout the game? The linesman just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. What were the referees thinking? They're actually so bad. They were so bad. Looking back at it, it was actually such a bad game from the referees. But yeah, the VAR controversy at the end kind of made the game go a little bit different, in my opinion. You know what else made the game go a little bit different? Do you guys see the Drake curse? That Drake curse thing really had people worried. That Drake curse thing really had people worried because not only was there the Drake curse. Let me just see what you guys have to say. Leeds missed a penalty. Let's not speak about that. Arsenal got lucky, very lucky. They got battered. I didn't watch the game, but I heard the match run up from O'Hara. Okay. O'Hara is extremely biased, but I'll tell you this: we did ride our luck a little bit, but it was also a hard-fought victory in the sense that defensively we had to put in a lot of work. Our midfield was poor. Our midfield was getting bypassed the whole entire game. In our attack, Bukayo Saka was very clinical with that shot. He put it in the roof of the net. Bukayo Saka put it in the roof of the net, and he made the right decision in that moment in time. Sequence in order of what matters in the law. Okay. The referee and VAR got it right. Bamford got paid by Drake. Yo, Dan, you're just salty, my friend. Dan, why you always salty, man? Why you always salty, man? But yeah, Drizzy Drake did place a bet on Arsenal. And people are saying the Arsenal curse. I mean, the Drizzy curse. Did we break the Drake curse, people? Or are you guys worried that the Drake curse is going to come back in full effect? Are you worried? I'm a little worried. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing what's going on and I'm saying to myself, I'm a little bit worried about what could potentially be going down. The penalty decision was correct. Saliba handball happened in the second phase of play. Fair enough. The linesman needs a P45. Nah, Toronto broke it like 4 years ago. What? I think we are winning the league. Who's that? Sami Kadri. You think you're gonna win the league? Are you an Arsenal fan? Okay, we're still top of the table though, so I'm enjoying it. But yeah, we broke the Drake curse. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not into all these curses and stuff because I support the Toronto Raptors and Drake supports the Toronto Raptors, and he's actually one of the part of the guys. It's not. I don't know. I don't think this Drake curse stuff actually means anything. But the good thing is we broke it. Allah will always protect us. MashaAllah, of course. Of course, Allah will always protect us. One other thing that took place. The Invincibles. The Invincibles. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. Because Liverpool beat Leeds, because Liverpool beat Man City, the Invincibles legacy lives on for another year. This is great. The Invincibles legacy lives on for another year. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? The Invincibles will be, it's just a good day. It's just a good day. It is a good day, ladies and gentlemen. When the Invincibles did what they did that year, back in the day, 2004 times, from then till now, it will always be remembered as one of those things that until it's accomplished by somebody else, it will be forever remembered as a great moment and something that will never be taken away from us. You know what I mean? It just won't be taken away from us. And Sol Campbell, for some reason, loves that Invincible trophy. I feel like he loves it more than anybody else. I feel like Sol Campbell I always see him talk. I always see Sol Campbell just talking about the Invincibles, talking about the rivalry against Spurs. I think Sol Campbell hates Spurs more than any other Arsenal fan. Right? But let me play his video for you because Sol Campbell had a little video for everyone to tell people to remind people of what happened. So yeah, let me get this ready for you guys.
Hey, one thing I gotta say, it lives on. It lives on. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. You know. You definitely know what I'm gonna say. Invincibles, baby. Invincibles. That's the one, man. That's all I'm saying. Invincibles. Incredible.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, people. You gotta love it. Invincibles, baby. Invincibles. Then Tottenham lost to North London Derby. Ha ha ha. The Drake curse. Toronto broke it. Yep, Toronto broke it. Someone saying 49. Why are you saying 49 for? Inshallah. We got Muhammad. Don't forget Muhammad al-Neni, that is. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. I love that song, man. I absolutely love that song. But yeah, let me just quickly check if there's anything else on the docket before we have to go, people. I'm just gonna check quickly to see if there's anything on the docket. 1 second. Let me just check around to see if there's anything that I might have missed on the docket. Arsenal is linked to Eze. We are linked to Eze. We are linked to Eze. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Arsenal transfer stuff. So, some of the stuff that we need to talk about before we go. Premier League star Eze admits Arsenal is his first love. Doesn't mean we're linked to him. He just admits that he's his first love. Obviously, the PSG Saliba thing, we already spoke about that. What else is there? BBC pundit says Bukayo Saka's goal was outrageous. We already know about that. Bukayo Saka's goal was outrageous. It was a really good goal. Aaron Ramsdale's performance was slept on yesterday. Guys, yeah, Aaron Ramsdale's performance yesterday for the win against Leeds. It was very slept on. Ramsdale stood on his head. He was clearing everything. He was doing great. Like, we gotta love Ramsdale. We gotta appreciate Ramsdale. Show some love to Aaron Ramsdale. Definitely need to show some love to Aaron Ramsdale. Some people giving their verdicts on the whole VAR thing and saying, you know what, Gabriel should have still been sent off. You know, I just feel like that's some people hating. Granit Xhaka lost his temper with Tomiyasu in the Arsenal win. Have you guys noticed? Did you guys see that? I never noticed that. What Granit Xhaka lost his temper? What happened? Granit Xhaka lost his temper with Takehiro Tomiyasu in the win versus Leeds. Granit Xhaka lost his temper and was jumping around frustrated after the defender decided to pass the ball forward and provided a dangerous ball, which we lost. And Granit Xhaka lost his temper. Relief at full time, doesn't appear frustrated at some of the players at times. Yeah, Granit Xhaka is a real leader, man. He's really getting in there, telling people what's up. So he was making sure that Tomiyasu knew he was frustrated that he played that ball that got them in a counterattack that caused us some problems late in the game. So yeah, Granit Xhaka showing what a true leader is and just doing what a leader does. Getting in people's faces, and Tomiyasu, he was really frustrated with Tomiyasu in that moment in time. Arsenal target hold drop. What Arsenal target holds? He's dropped levels in performances this season. Yeah, you know what? Definitely, it's very true. Arsenal summer target has dropped his levels a lot in the last couple months in time. What's his name again? Tillemans. He dropped off. Big time. Dropped off big time, in my opinion. But what else do you expect from a player who seems like he had his head turned? He might not fully be ready to have his mind back on playing for Leicester. But yeah, let's just go quickly. So Eze spoke about Arsenal, and he said he admits that Arsenal is his first love, and he basically admitting that he loves Arsenal and he would want to play for Arsenal if he could. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we hear about stuff like this all the time, so it's not really anything to talk about. Like, how is this the story? Like, do you get what I'm saying? How is this the story? It's not really a story, man. We're not going to sign him. I don't think we're going to sign him. I think he's still injured, if I'm not mistaken, also. Or is he back fit? I think he's still injured. He might still be injured. I don't think he's played a game yet this season in the Premier League. Actually, I lied. He's played 9 games this season. So if it's not him who's injured, who's the guy injured on Crystal Palace? Is it Olise? Elise is the one that's injured. Crystal Palace, right? Crystal Palace, Elise. No, Elise played 8 games also. What am I talking about then? So I thought this guy was injured for some reason. Why did I think he was injured? Does anybody know? Was he injured recently? Why did I think why did I think Eze was injured? 1 second. Let me check his injury history. I felt like he was injured. I felt like something happened to him recently. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he had an Achilles tendon injury, but that was like years ago. That was last year. What am I thinking? Yeah, he came back in October 2021. So he hasn't been injured. Okay. So yeah, I must have mistaken him for somebody else. But yeah, people, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. You already know what it is, the Kitty Gianni GTV. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. And yeah, the Saliba news really spun my head for a little bit. Saliba's definitely not going nowhere. Let's keep it real. Saliba to PSG. Are you guys kidding me? Nah, Saliba's not going nowhere. And yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. You already know what it is, the Kitty Gianni GTV. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace. And hopefully, if you haven't already hit that like button, please do hit the like button on the way out. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. Shout out to everyone on YouTube. Shout out to everyone on all the platforms. Shout out to all you guys. Love and peace, people. Where is this button? I forgot to click it. Wait. Where are we going?